Hello, welcome to this video about the introduction to StatGraphics. This video has been recorded using the version 19, which is available in Polylabs at the moment when we are recording this video, but the concepts we are going to explain in this video can be extended to previous versions, such as the version 18, which is currently available also in Polylabs, and even to the version 5, which is still available there in Polylabs because it's a very classical version. It has a different environment, different appearance, but the main ideas will work the same. Okay, so first of all, we will begin talking about the layout. You know that you can access to StatGraphics through Polylabs, or you could prepare an installation in your desktop following the instructions that are given in software UPV.s. So here we will begin talking about this layout. You will see that it has an appearance quite similar to Excel, but it's not so flexible and so friendly as Excel. Here you can see on the left of the screen a stack of different options, different files that are generated in each analysis that you perform in this software. So first of all, you've got the data book. That is the file that contains the data. Nowadays, at the moment, this is empty. And then you have some other files, such as the Stat Advisor, which is generating messages of test, trying to help you in the explanation of the results. Stat Gallery, Stat Reporter, we will talk later about them. And there will be some output result, which is the dashboard, where the results will be shown. At the top of the screen, you may see the options that are shown for each of the elements in the menu analysis. So here at the top, you may see the options for saving files, in File, in Home. Also, you may edit your data. And later we begin with the options for analysis, plot that contains the plots, and also different options of data visualization, describe for describing the analysis, compare, and so on. So those menus that begin after describe are menus of analysis. So here in the data book, this is where the data will be shown and where we will work with the numbers. So here you see an example of data that was generated as a simulation of the experiments where you're going to throw planes. And here you see that we have a section of some experiments. You see the model that's shown in the column, the height of each of the models. We have the thickness, the angle, the student that made each experiment, the height, and finally the distance. It's very important here that you are aware that are different types of variables. So for instance, these variables we're watching here in red, they are numeric variables, and they have been classified, they have been selected as numeric variables. This is very important because it will condition the analysis that you can apply on the data. These three, for instance, are numerical, and there are other variables that have been defined as character. Being character means that you are allowed to write in these variables, and they will be treated as qualitative variables. When you select numerical variables, you can perform analysis such as the one variable analysis. Of course, you can perform this analysis for qualitative, but the result won't make sense. So here, for any of the variables marked in red, which are numerical, we will apply the one variable analysis, just as an example. And what we're going to obtain is a window like this. In any analysis that you obtain in StatGraphics, there will be a window where you need to copy and paste the name of the variable. You can copy and paste, you can use this arrow in black to make the name of the variable move to this empty field of text, or you could even type the name of the variable. Once you go to next step, then you will be shown different options. These are the options shown for the one variable analysis, but for other analysis there will be a different intermediate window. This is the option about tables and graphs. You may see different options on the left and different options for graphs on the right, and this is going to happen for all the analyses. So here you decide which graphs and which tables you want to obtain as a result of this analysis. If you see in my selection, there are 3 tables on the left and 4 graphs on the right side. And this is the reason why I obtained a window like this, which was split in 3 tables on the left and 4 graphs on the right. This is how it will appear your results. Here in the one variable analysis, in the stack on the left of the screen, you may see that there is a new file at the bottom of the files, which is the output result for the one variable analysis. And by default, according to my preferences, I obtained 3 tables on the left, 4 charts on the right. And you can even extend this analysis. For instance, we are going to focus on this analysis, the second table that is shown on the left of the screen. So we are going to focus on the summary statistics for distance, which is a very important variable in this analysis. So you go to this screen, and then using the right button of the mouse, you will obtain a set of options like this. And at the top of these options, you will see very high at the top the pane options. And these are the options for extending the analysis shown in this table. There are pane options for all the tables and charts, and also for the charts there will be graphical options where you can improve the appearance. So if you enter, for instance, in these pane options for summary statistics, maybe I am fine with these statistics, or maybe I want to see some others that are not shown by default. So I enter into the pane options, and here in pane options, what we obtain is a collection of all possible descriptive statistics that we could obtain in this analysis, and I'm going to add some others, such as the median. These are the statistics I selected for this analysis, and then the lower quartile, the upper quartile, and so on. Okay, so I'm going to select these 3 additional statistics, and that means when I accept this analysis, that the median, the lower quartile, the upper quartile, now they are shown in the analysis. This option is available for all tables and graphs, and also this information that's provided by the Stat Advisor usually is very useful for helping you to understand the analysis. In this case, I'm not going to read it, but it reminds us that we can see the standardized coefficients of skewness and kurtosis, and for deciding that the distribution is normal, they should be included in the interval within -2 and 2, which is some knowledge that we know from the theoretical lessons, but it's helpful that we have here some reminder and some text written based on the analysis and the results that were obtained. 3 basic types of files that you will need to learn for StatGraphics is the StatFolio, the StatLink databook, and the StatReported. When you're going to save these results, one thing is the databook containing the data alone, and then the StatFolio is the collection of all files and analysis that we're generating using this data. So the StatFolio contains all the information that was generated in the current session of StatGraphics. If you are going to save an StatFolio, my recommendation is that you keep just those analyses that were finally useful for you, and this StatFolio will have an extension SGP. If you want to save alone the data, this is a data book, you can do it, and it will have a different extension, and there is an option that you can copy and paste the results that are interesting for you in the StatReported, and this can be easily exported into Word. This is quite friendly and useful if you want to prepare like an automatic report containing all the results you obtained. So with this, I finished my presentation about the introduction to StatGraphics. Thank you for your attention.